What shot's that one? That's that
Warning. What you are about to see and hear is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed on the show are our opinions and do not reflect the views of BTW21 or its staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel and Chad.
God is looking for someone real. People are looking for something real. Just be real. It is the Be Real Podcast. We are your hosts, Daniel Lewis, Brother Chad Hudson.
Hello.
Once again, we have a great group that's come out here. Well, it's a local artists, band that we've had out here before. They have the Beasts. They've grown. And so we're so thankful to have them out here again. All four of them together is a band, but individually masters of their craft. And I totally...
What? Chuck.
You hear that?
I hear Chuck.
You hear that? You
Chuck.
know, when I listen to music, I hear each individual instrument. And fortunately, I've been able to come over to your place where y'all practice, and I've listened to each individual, and I'm like, man, it just blows my mind every time.
The dynamic that comes together.
And then we've seen them out and about, and then when you put that dynamic together, that's what becomes a band. Right. Would we had ever like John Lennon without the Beatles? Some people would say, well, maybe. Would you ever? Hey, would you ever had like?
Would you ever hated Yoko Ono?
Would you have ever liked Ringo? Would you have ever liked Ringo without the Beatles?
I can't stand.
I don't think so.
I can't spell it.
So, anyways, introduce the people. We haven't told them who's here.
The Wondering is here. Yeah, look at them. There they are, all piled up. We squeezed them in here. Thank y'all guys for joining us. We look forward to your music coming up here in just a little bit. You got we only got 2 headphones, 2 microphones, but we're going to try to talk to y'all.
And Chuck broke the other one.
Don't worry, give it 3 minutes, I'll break some.
Oh, so we got 3 headphones now. Thank you, Chuck.
See?
We got 3 microphones.
Now we got 3 microphones.
That's good.
Now get up on that.
That's good. What's up, boys?
What's
Season
happening, Chuck?
2.
Man.
Right.
Popping off.
Thanks for having us
Season
back.
2.
We love it.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
We got the Wandering in here. Man, you really are just like setting the bar really
2024.
low in 2024.
Setting the bar really
just
low.
Like, can it be any lower? He
So-
said something about masters, and like all I do is bait hooks, so I don't really know.
Now,
master
y'all
craft.
have opened up for a new venue here in Martinsville.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are of course playing all over the place. Danville, Salem, Winston, Greensboro, and then of course now we have Martinsville. It's the new. I want to kind of promote that because DJ What? I guess is what it is up here in Collinsville Shopping Center.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. But you know, we anywhere we go, we send it.
Right, you do.
Yeah,
Right.
we got a lot of shows coming up. I think we're playing Bessemer's again. We got Midnight coming to town again early.
We're just backing it up.
Normally we got them in December and stuff like that, but we're gonna send it up there. I think we're playing. Was it Lux Lounge again?
And y'all did Star News again up there right here at
Star
Hollywood
News.
Cinema. And it was a benefit to, Myron, he shared it was over 300 cans of food. He did the show to raise.
So we try to do we started that in the state raisers, and we try to do like a Christmas benefit every year. So we did toys, but toys doesn't seem relevant anymore because food is just everything's so much harder for people.
Yeah, it's much
So
more
now we're
expensive.
just non-perishables, and we donate it to the Grace Network. I know a lot of people that personally go there. They support a lot of people, and that's just what we're about. You know how we roll,
Right?
We
And
try to make sure that everybody eats, and
Right.
I got a lot of love for this town, but there's a lot of people that just
Well, that's why we love you guys sitting here, because you actually, it's not only just an art form for what you believe in and what you love to do, but you're giving it back to other people and kind of drawing people in. And it's a different kind of music. It's not the same old, play some Leonard Skinner. You
can call it bad. It's fine. Yeah. You can just say B-A-D.
No, it's not bad. I love it.
Like metal has been in this area for years. I mean, even back as far as, the early aughts, you had bands like Burn Down.
Not the Dickities.
And everything. Agents of Chaos. This guy was in it. I mean, metal's been here. It's just like it comes and goes like everything.
Prohibited.
A lot of things happen with locals and everything as people move away, people
they do.
Kids come and stuff like that.
Right,
life happens.
Right. Generations happen.
Yeah. And this town is really special because we are at the epicenter of 5 or 6 different bustling communities, like Roanoke's an hour away, Danville's 30 minutes away, Eden's 30 minutes away. Same thing with Greensboro, Winston-Salem.
Yeah,
we're right in the middle of it, and it's like, what's here? And we want to bring something here that has something to bring for the people who want to listen to heavier music. Right. It's been coming and going, and we finally had a spot to where we can finally, just show up and do our thing, and it's been an amazing process for DJ What.
And for those that don't know you, I mean, of course, they can watch the last show and see it, but you're Superman.
That's right.
Chris Reeves.
Chris Reeves, Superman.
Yeah, I mean, they know who we are now. We don't have to keep doing origin stories.
They know who you are.
It's a couple of morons.
Chuck, Chris,
trailer down by the
Mikey,
creek. We send it. They get it.
Right. Mikey Patterson on bass, Myron Smith, lead vocals. I love it.
None of us are from this planet. That's why it don't make no sense.
I hit circles sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes he hits shovels.
Yeah, dude. That was great.
I mean, we kind of just send it.
Sometimes
we get shot. Sometimes we don't. It's fine.
So I think we've talked about it before, but if you take it back to where, how did y'all meet? Let's just, I mean, I know they can watch the last show. I think y'all were number, was it 7, 8 show? I think you made number 7 show on Be Real. I think it was the Be Real number 7 where we had the Wonder, and I thoroughly enjoyed that show, and just this one.
We've all been in and out of bands like our whole lives and everything, and we were 3 of us, me, Chuck, and Mikey, were at the card shop. We play Magic. And we were just chilling and talking, and we were like, okay, we've got a bassist, a guitarist, and a drummer here. Peanut butter jelly. What are we doing? Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing?
And then one day we just finally got together.
Peanut butter jelly, Magic. I'm fucking lost. I'm freaking.
Not the F-bomb.
Freaking lost. Sorry, I'm lost. What do you mean Magic?
Is that
what are you talking about?
Man, it's too much to list.
Nerdy card game.
Yeah.
A card game?
Yeah.
Like poker?
Like
card game.
More like Pokemon.
So
like Pokemon.
It's much more advanced than Pokemon.
I don't know this
just
stuff.
Google Post Malone. He spent like $2 million on a card recently. It's like, it used to be cool. Now it's like a shell corporation by a hat
Post
corporation.
Malone.
So yeah.
I would never do that, but it is fun.
Post Malone played a
nerd card game. Yeah.
No, he played a
was at the house
version with Eddie Vedder, and that was awesome. I love that. That was great.
You want to meet him?
Who? Have him on the show.
Malone. Yeah, he was at the house last weekend. He's shy.
Oh.
We just show him drinking.
He is shy.
I give him song ideas, tattoo ideas.
We'll give him a pair of Nikes.
He's still always tired. I was like, dude.
Did you give him that tattoo across the forehead?
I was going to.
Yeah.
He lost a bet and got it first. He can't beat me in Mario Kart, or Magic, so that's why he keeps buying.
He just woke up one morning and was like, "Who the hell doodled all over my face?" What?
Well, it was a different doodle. It was a different shape.
Different shape.
For how many times he lost that night, but whatever, They got always tired instead of the real tattoos.
Big drinking game.
Hashtag at me, dude. Come lose some magic on us.
Magic. So that makes sense because when I went to your show up there at the movie theater, I saw my brother-in-law there. My brother-in-law plays the Magic cards. So
who's your
nerds?
Palmer.
Oh yeah, we were Ric Flair chopping each other tonight.
Oh my,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, okay,
I couldn't believe he made it. He was like, "You want to chop again?" I was like, "Palmer, you might die."
Yeah, it's over at the card shop a lot.
You want to chop me, bro?
Right.
Like, no, I don't. Your chest is like the color of that fridge right now. How are you still alive?
He's not going to give up.
Yeah,
but no,
Palmer,
that's my brother.
These guys haven't either. That's what I like about when we first started to Be Real. I've known these guys for a long time. They hadn't give up. And they just was. I think Chuck's a little different
You think?
Whatever gave you that idea?
If I can finish my...
Sorry. Go ahead. All right.
Was it all the rakes I was running into while you were out there?
There was no judgment there. A little bit different than when we had him out here because it was the struggle was real, and now y'all are playing. You got like
gigs lined
up. I mean, there was like a bunch of different places that's come, and then we got this new venue. And I mean, would he be open without y'all?
Probably.
I mean, yeah.
What else is he doing?
That big of a portion,
what is he doing?
He does like any events.
Name another show he's had.
They're doing some stuff over there.
They've done bar mitzvahs and stuff like that.
Oh, they got bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, I think
so they're doing
prom there in April.
all doing the prom. But I'm talking about as far as music going, as far as
we were the first live band they ever had there.
and then the second week y'all did it again.
Yeah.
And opened up.
I
No, y'all were the headliners.
walked in there and got
We're
so
both keeping
high.
each other happy. I mean, everybody's making money, so we're good with it.
Right. As long as they're
call us
doing good.
headliners.
Are there plans to come back to Collinsville over here?
Oh, absolutely.
To DJ
Yeah, we'll
what?
send it as long as they got us.
March 30th.
March 30th. Oh, so it's coming up quick. Yeah.
Now in the early '90s, and I'm gonna age myself now. In the early '90s, there was a lot of music in Martinsville area. I had a friend named BJ
Man,
Ray.
what is that? Look at that. Be real, Chad Hudson.
Yeah. That's me. BJ.
Normally a
So
name
when
tag.
we're talking?
My
He's
friend.
got that going on when we're talking?
Yeah.
Is that what
I
it
can't
is?
believe you got your
didn't even
GED.
know. I didn't even say that. What does that say under Be Real? Be Real, the podcast.
Get out the bifocals.
Yeah.
Here they are. They're
Break
on
'em out,
already,
man.
fucker.
Be Real, the podcast.
Anyways,
Chad Hudson.
BJ Rakes, I raced
Thank you,
against
man.
him up
I
here.
like that.
Will you shut up for a minute and let somebody else talk?
Whose podcast?
Holy crap!
Right.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
No, I'm done.
Speak it.
I have already tried 10 times.
Can I eat that bowling pin? Is anyone going to eat that?
So speaking of
Holy
other
shit,
musicians in
tequilas.
this area, I mean, they've been here longer than we have. I mean, I know a bass player, Tim Branham. He's been playing music all of his life. He's a really good bass
Right.
player. I mean, he worked with my mom growing up in the American factories and everything, the furniture factories before they moved away. And I mean, he loved music. He still plays.
Right.
And
Wow.
those bands are still around. I mean, you have I think it's Madhouse. They've been playing for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I found out like a friend of mine that I learned he was my cousin's Tracy Hatcher. He's been in like a million bands around here. Everybody knows him. You got Jay Calfee, Above the Fray, too, Dennis and Cat. They're playing like crazy. There's always been a strong scene here. There's always been a lot of bands. You used to be able to play at sports lanes. There's been, I know so many musicians. I remember doing that festival for the lady.
Reeves Theater before.
So they
Remember the Honey Fest?
Yeah, the Honey Fest.
And that lady really put us over. That's still probably the greatest moment I think I've had playing music because, like, she was a dying lady. There's no business for us to be there, right? We had no business to be in there. And, like, she put us over. And, like, I just send it like I do because I'll just do it for anybody. I'll do it for a homeless person. I'll do it for a millionaire. It don't matter.
Right.
And, like, she's not here anymore, and she's fighting cancer all the time. She should have never made it that far. We should have never been there. That's why I tell everybody everything matters. We're all in this thing together, and like everything has a reason. So it's like, I'll never forget all of those things we got to do. Cat and Dennis and State Razors. I mean, I've been to so many bands, so many experiences. Good and bad days. It's like the Van Halen days. You're chicken wire dodging beer bottles and bullets, and just people love hate you, but for the most of it, man, it's been a good ride. I mean,
we've all been in and out of bands
honestly.
like our whole career. I mean, we all have. So we all have stories and everything. Sometimes it doesn't end well, and it is what it is. But I mean,
It is.
the music is there. Music has been in this area forever, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
I know them other two are just sitting there like, okay.
Well, what I was trying to say was in the early '90s there was a lot of music around it, and then in the early 2000s it kind of died off.
Yeah.
What I have seen lately, though, with you guys and a few other bands, it's coming back around.
Yeah,
and
time's
I
circular.
appreciate
Everything comes back eventually.
I got a really good point of that. So I watch this gentleman's name's Rick Beto, whatever, I don't know how to say it, but he's a really famous music producer. He's got a YouTube channel, everybody does. But he was showing the statistic, and like he's just been in music since like the 90s, and he was like a professor of it and stuff, and he just has everybody who's anybody on his channel, and he's been doing the statistics of it, and it's like hip hop is trending like so much further down, and anything with a guitar in it is just skyrocketing right now. So it's just like everything like goes in phases. You had like the Stranger Thing, and you had like the dude dying, playing like, Master of Puppets, and everybody realizes like the guitar is awesome. The reason it stood the test of time is the closest instrument that can translate the human voice. Pianos can't do it, violins are close, but the guitar is the perfect instrument. It was an accompaniment thing. It was like in the background, and like horns did solos, drums did solos, banjos did solos, guitar just sit there and shut up. The day it finally got its thing, it's like everybody's like, that's the devil. It's just like, but it's the closest thing to a human voice, like the Peter Frampton talk box.
Oh yeah,
that's why you can sing a phrase and a guitar can repeat it.
Right.
Other things have to like figure out.
So many different notes on a fretboard.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure I described that badly, but it's that's verbatim on Wikipedia on the guitar.
Shucks inversion. Why don't you hand the mic, if you could, to Myron and to back Mikey. What do you guys got coming up?
Well, the next show is March 30th.
March
DJ
30th.
Spot in the Holiday Shopping Center. Then after that, we're doing the first Friday Bessemer's
in
April.
DJ What? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, DJ What
March
Spot
30th.
is March 30th with Midnight Massacre.
Cool. Mm-hmm. And is it what is the address on that? 1670 or 1970 or something like that? 1670.
Daniel and I drove around the whole circle and then went up the road and then drove around a little bit more.
It's the last door at the top of the Holiday Shopping Center.
Holiday Shopping Center, where Brewers
which is
used
known
to be.
as the place where it is.
Yeah, where Brewers used to be above Deluxe Pawn now, the other end. Yeah,
right.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's our next show, and then after that, we're doing the first Friday in April at Bessemer Billiards.
Nice.
Oh man.
Now, where's that at? Bessemer Billiards.
Greensboro.
Greensboro. Wow. So y'all all over the place. I love it. I love it.
We should buy us a bus, dude. We'll go to LA.
Right. Right.
We'll take like.
Hold on, I'm local, man. I don't need you at L.A. I need you here. Well, am I going to see you in L.A.? I ain't going to see you.
We could go out there and like step over needles and stuff. It'll be
Hashtag buy us a bus.
Look at, we gave the mics to the guys in the back, and you guys are still the only ones talking.
Go ahead, they're mute. The people under the stairs, dude.
It is wild, though, how you talked about the Martinsville shows picking up. I think we did 2 Martinsville shows for the entire year last year. And now
Really?
Now we've already done 3 here, and we got 1 coming up. So
And it's only February.
right, so
That's great.
yeah, it's definitely good to have an opportunity to play. It's definitely not as easy when most places have to have cover bands and and acoustic acts.
And I can imagine if somebody's owning a business like that, I mean, it's hard to, kind of get a lot of people in to where they are doing the band thing. I mean, it's like y'all said, you've been a member of a lot of different bands, so it's like, hey, you want to come over here? And then all of a sudden it's just, they're broke up or something that week or whatever. So when you got a solid band and somebody's going to come in and do this thing, because the other bands y'all played with, they're not from here, right? They're from, one of them's Roanoke and one of them's somewhere else.
Well, I think your brother's band's from here.
Oh, your brother band's from here? And you want to shout out to him?
Midnight's basically
well, Heretics
from
Fort
Patrick
Drive.
County, kinda. I mean, like half of them are like right there, Patrick County, North Carolina line, and some of them are in Patrick County. So basically,
Daniel and I have talked about this with several other guests. This area, even if you get down there to Greensboro, you go up to Roanoke, we're all the same people.
Right.
It's all relevant to each other. So we do. Mikey's like, you know what? I'm not holding this. I got nothing to say.
It gets heavy after a while.
Give me the dang
maybe
bass.
it's a crown or something. I don't know.
I'll throw it on him later. It's all good.
We apologize.
Welcome to the Travis and Jason Kelsey show.
Yeah, actually.
Crazy. Go for it, brother. What you got to say?
Well, we talked about shows that were coming up. What are some things that that you guys done together that just monumental? Just that was for me. It was up there at that movie theater. That was a great show.
That was.
There's a lot of moments we
For
can
great
and
calls.
can't talk about, but yeah, that
No,
was.
we could talk about them.
Yeah,
You might get in trouble, but we
Yeah.
could talk about them. But
I may have bashied something, but yeah, that
Bash.
everybody was not okay, but it came out okay in the end. So
Well, good.
I
Love all
think
our
what he's
fans.
talking about is that at the end of that gig, Chuck decided he was going to just break his guitar.
I was tuning it.
He was tuning it. Is that what you're calling it?
That's how I tune.
And I think
aggressively tuned.
My man will never be sponsored by Ivan.
Was it Myron's parents?
That was a Schecter.
Oh, Schecter.
Who did the guitar hit? Was it Myron's parents or it was somebody in the audience?
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was not a good scene. No.
I wanted to do it on the stage, but we didn't get approval for it, and it's like the only time I planned to smash something. So it's like normally I guess it goes better when you just do it.
Right. Ask for forgiveness,
Well,
not permission.
I got a chunk of it thanks to Chad here with all y'all's signatures, so I feel good.
So I did.
Hopefully that was not the chunk that hit somebody.
Completely worthless.
I grabbed.
Not worth a dime.
I grabbed the chunk.
It's in my safe.
It bounced off somebody's head and then onto the floor, and I picked it up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get everybody to sign that, and you all did. All four of you did. And I gave it to my man Daniel here.
I love it.
He deserves it, and he does love it. So
I do.
It's a good thing.
It's in my safe. It ain't going nowhere. It's going to be here for
the way I figure on
time.
smashing stuff is like I used to give out guitars at shows, and like it's like Dime said, you either got it or you don't. You either want to play guitar, so you'll have a guitar, or like I'll give you a guitar and you'll learn how to play it. But most people it just is a thing that's in the corner of their room or just goes up to a pawn shop. So I've found out it's probably better to have the memory.
So now when you said Dime, you're talking about Pantera, I guess?
Well, the Mighty Pantera and Damage Plan. Right. We try to leave Phil out of it as much as possible, but we can mention
Pantera. I think we all can do that as well.
The Abbott brothers mostly, and Rex.
Absolutely.
Right.
So there's a lot of influences there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be influenced by a guy like Dimebag Darrell.
Right.
So, you never heard a bad story about him, even from the police.
Right.
So that's kind of rare.
Right.
Like even like they hope they pull that guy over in Texas, right? Because they're like, Jesus, it's the easiest day. Like, what are you doing now?
Same thing with Vinnie Paul. I mean, I love everything about the guy except for the fact that he's a Cowboys fan. But besides that,
there's only strippers and alcohol in this limousine. What are you guys doing?
You crazy.
We're like, welcome to Texas, dude. They're like, hop in. And like,
my dude threw the Stanley Cup out of a building into a pool. I mean, how can you not love that guy?
There's still one of the like the dude had a Crown Royal pool, but like one of the best stories I've ever heard about him. So like Dime did a lot of these in stores back in the day when the guitar mattered and people went to guitar stores. So he's like there signing guitars. Kid shows up there, never heard of Pantera record. Dime's just the star he is, loves everybody. The kid's just staring at a guitar. He's new to this thing, and the parents don't know. So Dime's like, yo, get that kid whatever he wants, buy that. And then like the kid just picks something out, and Dime, they bring it over to Dime, and the people didn't know at the time, but he was like, buy whatever you want. And then like the kid come back, and he's like, next time you come back, we're jamming.
Wow.
Well,
so
now
like
we just don't have that anymore. We don't have the guitar store anymore.
We got JR's music, but it's like it's still not a metal environment. It's still like a very. People don't know. I try to put over small business here as much as possible because it's important for kids to like go in there and grab a guitar and like grab pedal boards because you don't know anything about it.
Right.
And it used to be like you could they see you enough to know like, man, that kid's gonna listen and care and try not to break something, but he's gonna break something. But eventually he'll pay for it.
Right.
So it's like, it used to be just different about music. And
so Dime's got his own, of course, picks. Strings I know of, but is it Flying V that he's famous
man, that's
for?
the ML, man. He got the Dean Zielinski ML and then the Razorbacks. So
Razorback, okay.
But it's the ML, like, the story of that, I mean, most people have heard it, but like he used to do these guitar competitions too. He won all of them, so they were like, you're going to be a judge. So like he had this sweet one that came with a Floyd Rose that he
double humbucker.
He let it go in a pawn shop and had a Bill Lawrence pickup, and it was like you could just order them back in the day. It's the 80s, and you just have the schematics how you want it. He just got it like loaded hot, and it had the twin reel. Nobody was using it. It's a Bill Lawrence design, but he let that go because his dad, like he just was on hard times, and like being a musician, you're always broke. And his dad bought him one with a stop tail, and it had like the Les Paul, brown burst. So he kept that one and tried to modify it and put a Floyd Rose in it, and it just didn't work. And a friend of his seen it in a pawn shop and like airbrushed the lightning bolts on it, and like Dime ended up, the dude brought it back to him.
Wow.
So that guitar came back to him. They broke the headstock on that thing like 40 times and repaired it like that night. Like he stepped on it. The roadie stepped on it one night. They just fixed it and handed the dime. He stepped on it again. And it's just like that thing's been through. It's one of the most iconic stories, but it's just like,
It is.
He tried to get rid of it and it just keeps coming back. So it's like.
It's kind of like what you said, brown burst, but sunburst, like slashes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't call the same thing a company calls.
Right,
You know how that goes. It's like these are Roco
2011.
Puffs. These aren't Cocoa Puffs at all.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
same thing with drums. Everybody calls every cymbal brand like Zildjians.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Every drum set's a Pearl.
Right.
That's what it is.
So, what's your favorite? What do you play with? What do you like?
I play on a really nice Gretsch kit. I love that thing to death. It's a birch mahogany shell.
Yeah.
Has really warm tones in it. I got it well loved when I got it. And it is a road warrior. That thing is tough as nails, and I love it to death.
Now, I'm not familiar with drums at all, but I am familiar with firearms.
same thing.
You know when
exactly the same.
they all go boom. They all go boom.
The other one with bullets.
Yeah.
They
Sounds
all
like
go
a
boom.
shotgun. It's fine.
They all go boom. So breaking it in, if you got a brand new one, would you rather have a used one or would you rather have one that's brand new?
Depends on your financial situation, really. That's
Right.
really
I mean,
the
if
biggest
there
thing.
was no finances.
If there was no finances, brand new. It
Brand
doesn't
new.
take too much to break in a drum as much as it is the drum heads.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when you put on a new drum head, what you're supposed to do is like press on it really hard to get it to stretch a little bit
really?
around the drum head,
Yeah.
like when you put it on.
Gotcha.
That way it has enough less elasticity, so when you're tuning it, you can get a true tone out of it and not figure it out as you're going. And it's an acoustic instrument, so
Right.
just like an acoustic guitar, if it's cold, everything's going to shrink. If it's hot, everything's going to expand.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like one of those instruments that you have to keep track of every little sound. Oh, this doesn't sound right. I have to tap here.
Right.
Tune a little bit.
Are cymbals the same, or they're a hard metal, so they?
So if they're cold,
That's
they
not-
can sound less loud. They don't project as much.
Really?
Thank
but I mean,
God.
But as long as it's like room temperature, they should be fine. They get a little bit more brittle when they're cold, so you don't want to hit them when they're cold. But,
Right.
hot should be fine.
So how
but
m-
you can't tune a bad cymbal. So if you're looking to play drums at some point and you're like, what should I buy next? I bought the beginner kit. I bought the beginner cymbals. I bought everything beginner. What should I upgrade next? Cymbals. You can make a bad drum set sound good or decent.
Just with cymbals.
Yeah, you can put new heads on a beginner drum kit and it'll sound good enough. You cannot tune a bad cymbal, a brass cymbal, a beginner cymbal.
So I noticed you don't play double bass. You have double bass pedals?
Yes,
or?
I do.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I have
love
a
it.
pair of Mapex Armory pedals, and I've had those for about, I think it's been about 10 years actually.
Really? So
those
you
things
like
have been
those
through a lot.
things?
Yeah,
man.
they're really nice.
He keeps me away from them.
I've bought a pair of.
Stay away, John.
I got a pair of secondhand direct drive pedals. So the way my pedals work is they're chain driven, which means that there's chains that actually, when you press down the pedal, it's chain driven to
Oh,
take
right,
the beater
right,
to the
right.
head.
Yeah.
There's a thing called direct drive where it's like a whole mechanism that does it for you.
Wow.
And it's a trade-off between power and speed and feel.
Hmm.
When you press a direct drive pedal, it's watching your foot every step of the way. There's no like momentum or pushback or anything.
Wow.
But it doesn't feel as good to me as like a chain-driven pedal.
Yeah.
So I didn't
He's
like
so
them at
used to
first.
sending it.
Yeah,
like
kinda
when he
like
played it, it's like so effortless. He's so used to like having to apply a ton of pressure.
I like the reaction for it.
It's like playing a guitar with
momentum,
like lasers instead of strings.
The resistance.
There's
like
no
it actually has
resistance.
springs on it that make it
Wow.
like bounce up as much, and like you don't
He's
get
so
that
used
with.
to
I got a little
direct
recoil
drive.
like that. You know,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
go back
He's
to
so used to preparing. He's so used to preparing.
Yeah,
for
drums
the
are like
boom.
guns. It's fine.
Yeah,
It is. It is. It does sound like
We
it.
just
I know
got the
nothing
finger.
about it. We did. We got the finger from Christian, our new producer.
and we didn't.
Shout out to him.
Right.
Thank
He's
you,
doing
brother.
great.
Thank you for putting up
We
with
didn't
us.
get
Thank
to
you for
say-
staying late for us, and all the other ones that are in the studio listening to us. We greatly appreciate y'all coming out here again. Sorry I didn't get to chat with all y'all. If you wanted to look back, I think it was episode 8 with the Wondering.
Yep.
We got a little bit more into that, where they were from and how they got to meet each other and stuff like that. So greatly appreciate y'all coming back out here. Double show.
Right.
It's a dual show. We've been blessed. Last week we had some audio issues. It happens. Shit happens. And so thank y'all for coming out here again and doing it. And we'll have y'all back out here again. Hopefully, don't get too famous for us.
No, guaranteed they'll be back
No,
out again.
we'll remember where we came from.
Chuck's on about every other episode.
Dude, they basically put me.
Yeah, y'all like this guy. I don't know where that's coming from.
He's all right.
We love him. And
no, I love him as a brother.
They can afford the rabies shot. That's the only reason they can do it. Just has them in bulk.
The next time you guys come out, we're gonna switch though. We're gonna have Myron and my man out here. We're gonna.
We better
get Mikey up here with the Chihuahua.
Right, Mikey and the Chihuahua. I need
Mikey
to
and
see
the
the
Chihuahua.
up in his bed.
Right.
But
love them Chihuahuas.
He's
like, no.
Not now.
No, but you know, just like all local bands, I mean, these guys have jobs, and Mikey's one of them.
Right.
Jobs.
Jobs.
All of them
Pay
have
the bills.
jobs. But Mikey, you know, so thank y'all for taking the half a day off to be able to come out here and do this podcast.
Always happy to
That
do it.
means a lot. I mean, it really does. You
We
know,
love
when
you
somebody
guys,
says,
man.
well,
It's fun.
thank you, man. Just all y'all. I mean, it's just not everybody can do that. Not everybody wants to do that. Everybody's like, you know, I have a show tonight at 7 o'clock. I get off at 5, 6:30, whatever. And so we got a podcast here. And so thank y'all. Thank y'all. It means a lot. It don't go unrecognized.
one thing real quick. Name our chicken.
Chicken needs a name.
Bojangles is taken.
Fluster.
You was on there. I think
Flustercuck is.
Bacock or something.
I like it.
Flustercluck.
Yeah.
Fluster
Cluck.
Flustercuck. Oh,
What do you think, Mike?
Flustercuck.
You got a name?
I love it.
What about
Mikey.
Captain 2 Feet and the Red Hook?
I love it.
I played with his waddles one time, and then Chad got on to me.
That
He was
was
like, man, don't be
gross.
messing with no damn guy's weddles.
You're not supposed to use your throat when you do that.
Right. Hey, thank you to the
your
Wandering. Thank you to the Wandering for coming
for
back
having us.
out.
Love it.
Listen to their all Jute. You know, the jams are coming up next.
Right.
And y'all be real and come on back.
Come on back. We'll be here. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Be real, just chill. Say what you mean to say and do what you feel. Some people don't know how to deal with me because they don't know how to keep it real with me. Be real, just chill. Say what you mean to say, do what you feel. Some people don't know how to deal with me because they don't know how to keep it real with me. Bear with me, I need clarity. If you're gonna talk to me, I need sincerity. Authenticity is a rarity. That's why you're not prepared for me. I'm not like you, I won't pretend to be. What you get is what you see. No one plays fair with me. Are they scared of me? I don't know, but they don't dare let me speak. I might disagree, then they'll be mad at me if I don't consistently kiss their ass cheeks. You bottle this anger so long it might be hard to swallow this. Choke on your mouth full of sour grapes and empty promises. I believe honesty was the best policy, but that can't be. Nobody wants reality. Be real, just chill. Say what you mean to say, do what you feel. Some people don't know how to deal with me because they don't know how to keep it real with me. Be real, just chill. Say what you mean to say, do what you feel. Some people don't know how to deal with me because they don't know how to keep it real with me. No one wants reality. Too many complexities can't handle the truth. You retreat into a fantasy, can be what you want to be. So be yourself. Why would you want to be anything else? Don't pretend to be my homie. Don't act like you know me. I'm searching all around, but I'm surrounded by phonies. You fake it till you make it. Your resume is inflated. I know haters gonna hate it, but I'm still gonna say it. I'm talking no quit. I got no time for bullshit. I'm cooking rhymes in the kitchen. Start a revolution. Stop bitching. If you hate, stop stitching. I'm on a mission. Envision a world without crooked politicians. I see you signaling your virtue, but if you could do what you say you're gonna do, it wouldn't hurt you. I'm here to alert you and expose you to the bullshit lies you believe because they told you to. Now be real, just chill, say what you mean to say, do what you feel. Some people don't know how to deal with me because they don't know how to keep it real with me. Be real, just chill, do what you wanna do, say what you feel. Some people don't know how to deal with me because they don't know how to keep it real with me.
I was saying they might not allow it on YouTube. I don't know where would it. I don't know.
Do you guys monetize it? Huh? Do you guys monetize your YouTube channel? Do you make any money from your YouTube channel?
No, we don't make no money, but we do monetize.
Well, you do monetize.
I don't give a shit as long as I love them.
It's basically got nothing to lose if you're not making no money.
Can't have any money from your stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, if y'all want to.
All right, BTW. Well, shout it, Danny. Sing along. Goes like this. Ice, ice, baby. And now you guys try it. Let's do this. Stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention, something that'll hold me. Oh, let's take it from the top. Sorry. Wow, wow, wow. All right. One more time. All right. It's like this. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention, something. Grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? I don't know. Turn off the lights and I glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage and wax a chump with the candle. Dance, rush to the speaker that booms, killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or read it, you better gain weight, you better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, we'll solve it. Check out the hook while the watering revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Everybody. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. So now that the party is jumping, with the bass kick in and the fingers are pumping. Quick to the point and no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them if you ain't quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo, rolling. In my 5.0 with the rag top down so my hair can blow. Girlies on standby, waving just to say hi. Did I stop? Nah, I just drove by, kept on pursuing to the next spot. Busted a left and I'm headed to the next block. Block was dead, yo, so I continue to A1A, Beachfront Avenue. Girls were hot, wearing elastic bikinis. Rock band lovers, driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shade with a gauge and vanilla with a 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. Chumps acting ill cause I'm full of 8-ball. Gunshots rage out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shell falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. Try to get away before the jack is jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean. To pass me up, confronted all the dope things. If there was a problem, yo, we'll solve it. Check out the hook while the wandering revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Everybody. Say please. I'm a lyrical poet. Martinsville on the scene in case you didn't know it. My town, it created on the bass sound. Enough to shake and kick holes in the ground. Cause my style is a chemical spill. Feasible rhymes you can vision and feel. Conducted and formed, that's a hell of a concept. We make it hype, and you wanna step with it. Shade plays on the fade, slice like a ninja, cut like a razor blade so fast. Other DJs say, damn, if my rhyme was a drug, I'd sell it by the gram. Keep my composure when it's time to get loose. Magnetized on the mic when I kick my juice. If there was a problem, yo, we'll solve it. Check out the hook while the wandering revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Word to your mother.
I love it. I gotta tune that motherfucker. How many? What we got left, brother?
You try to fill the hole in your empty soul. Hollowness inside, never satisfied. How will you get your kicks when you can't get your fix? You want more and more. What does it all for? What can come between? No way to intervene. Can't look you in the eye. Don't want to watch you die. She didn't have to be alone. Now she's never waking up. She's never coming home. When push comes to shove, down, will you rise above? Surrounded by death, I wonder who's next. I had no time to call, no chance to say goodbye. Can't stand to watch you drown as you're sinking down. You gave up all hope, hung yourself with your rope. Salvation in a prick left you cold and sick. Yes, life fades to black. There is no turning back. She didn't have to be alone. Now she's never waked up. She's never coming home. When push comes to shove, will they drag you down or will you rise above? Life goes slipping past, we come and go so fast. I had no time to cry, no chance to say goodbye. Can't stand to watch you drown, yes, you're sinking down. You gave up all hope, hung yourself with your rope. Salvation in a prick left you cold and sick. As life fades to black, there is no turning back. She didn't have to be alone. Now she's never waking up. She's never coming home. When push comes to shove, will they drag you down or will you rise above? The train is on. The road is on. Too much is not enough. All the damage has been done. We thought you did, and now we see you.